This videos we are going to talk about introduction about Python. So what is Python and everything about this. So let's start. What is the Python? So Python is a popular programming language, and it was created by the Guido one Rasam and released in 1991. So it was a popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. In the 1991, Guido van Rossum has released this programming language Python. Now, what is the use of this Python? So it's used for the web development server side. It is used for the software development. Python is used for the mathematics. Python is also used for the system scripting. So these are the main use of the Python. What we can do with Python can used to on the server to create web application. Python can be used alongside to create workflow. Python can connect the database system. It can also read the modify files. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Python can be used to rapid prototyping and production ready softwares. Now the question is arise, why Python is why we use. There are the many other languages, so why we use Python work on different platforms such like a Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. So Python is a can you can work with Python on the many different types of the platform. So this is the use of the monthly benefit of the Python has a simplex syntax similar to English language, so you don't need to write many syntax in the Python. And Python has a syntax that programs with the fewer lines than some other programming language. Python run to interpreter system, meaning that the code can be executed as soon as it's written. That means the prototyping can be very quick. Python can be treated in procedural way or an object-oriented way in the functional way. Now, good to know. The most recent major version of the Python is Python 3, which we shall that using to this tutorial. However, Python 2, although not being updated with any things other than security update, is still quite popular. So Python tutorial will be written in text editor, so you can write your Python code in the text editor. It is possible to write Python in the integrated development environment such as Thony, Python, NetBeans, and who is particularly useful when you managing larger collection of the Python files. Now, Python syntax compared to other programming language. Python was designed for the readability and has some similarities to the English language. So Python have many similarities with the English language with the influence from mathematics. Python use new lines to complete a command as opposed to the other programming language which often semicolon and parenthesis. Python rely on indentation using a white space to define scope, which such as a scope to loop, function, and classes. Other programming language often use curly bracket in this program. So let's see example of the Python. So this is the example of the Python hello world, to writing hello world on the screen, hello world. So let's try it by yourself. Now we will see how it work. So here if I write here print and bracket print bracket double inverted comma, then writing great to code, great to code. Now I am closing this bracket, and run it. So what is going to be, so hello world, great to code. So this is an easy code you can write, and by typing anything you can type anything, even if this is the very easy. and we are going to talk about later more about this. For example, if I say x equal to x equal to 1, and okay, so write down here x equal to 1 comma y equal to 2, then x plus y, so run it. This is the error coming, so because we have not written it in the way that it's. So now see, they are showing nothing. So print x plus y, we can write here print in the bracket, otherwise write print x plus y. Okay, so if you see this 21 plus 1 is going to be 23. So you can write easily anything in the so you don't need to have lots of syntax there. So it's easy way to write in this. So let's talk about next what is in the Python. So Python, first of all, you need to install in your device. So the process is like a Python installs. Many PC and Mac with have Python already installed. Many PCs and Mac have the already Python installed, but you can install it. To check if you have Python installed on the Windows PC, search the star bar Python on the following code like username Python over there. Now to check if you have Python installed, you can also download it by the Python www.python.org organization, and you can start with Python quick start. It can be interpreted programming language. This means that the developer, you write a Python file as a text editor, as this put the file into the Python interpreter by executor. The way to run the Python file is like the command line. So you have to use the user your name Python and hello world. For hello world in the Python, like a hello world, and Python is the name of your Python file. Let's write your first Python file called hello world.py, which can be done in any text editor. So this is the any text editor you can use and write like this hello world. So already we have talked about this print word hello world, and now we are going to write more other here print